Okay, finally, we've seen, Shegumi and the Northern Caliphate come out to cry again as regards them wanting to know that what the coming of Israeli Mossad to Nigeria might bring the end to Nigeria, because they said what Mossad are coming to secretly kill the Islamic leaders in Nigeria. He said Tinubu must work as against this, and we've seen the Israel back Biafra. Even Netanyahu come out severally and back Biafra as regards the freedom of Biafra. And with what is going on now, a lot of people have come out and say, why is always Shegumi, the bandit negotiator, crying as against Mossad coming to Nigeria? Is he the only cleric in Nigeria? And we saw what happened to him in Saudi Arabia to be precise, when he went for prayer. He was pushed out from Saudi, and he's coming out again to say that if Tinubu allowed this to go on, that this might end Nigeria and end one Nigeria. What's your take as regards?
Gumi is not going to end Nigeria. Gumi is a tribal, religious bigot, and he has say in the war of terror. Listen, in Nigeria, war of terror, I mean, is bandits, Boko Haram, and other insurgency attacking Nigerian citizens. The major person we know of interest now, a cleric, Muslim cleric, is Gumi. So what I'm trying to say is that he doesn't have what it takes to end Nigeria. He's saying the end of Nigeria. He, Gumi, would not have done that. He will never, in any way, contribute to ending Nigeria. The only thing he is that he's an agent of the Iranian terror group Hezbollah, Hamas, ISIS. Are you listening to me? Then again, he's trying to warn Nigeria of Israeli Mossad tacit campaign to attack Iranian agents in Nigeria who are from the extraction of Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda. Are you listening to me? Then Hamas. So, like I'm telling you, there's no how Gumi could be comparing Biafra to Boko Haram. Boko Haram and other insurgent affiliations, terrorist affiliations in Nigeria, are fighting for religious causes, while Biafra is much deep down in sovereign states, agitation. That's emergence of a nation that was actually, scuffled many years ago against their own self, realization. So Gumi, we have no reason to tell the whole world that Biafra is fighting the same cause that Boko Haram is fighting for. No, it's religious. Boko Haram is within the context of religion, while Biafra is within the context of oppression of a man in his own homeland by particular people that are suppressing them. I don't understand. Suppression, compression, oppression, the marginalization, exploitation. I don't understand. That is what Biafra is fighting for. As an Kanu has been demanding for self-realization of Igbo man. Igbo man to be on his own, well-determined, to carry out his government, to carry out his business and other entrepreneur establishment, because they are entrepreneur champions on the continent of Africa. While you look at the axis of Boko Haram are people that are fighting for religious means, for cause of what they call martyrdom. That martyrdom is an Islamic ideology that if you die for Allah, you are a martyr. You died for nothing, just for Allah to bless you, bless your family, give you virgins in your jalana, that's their heaven. But Igbo man is not that like that. Igbo man was being oppressed many years ago, in the beginning of 60s, mid 60s, and late 60s. That is early 70s. That was when the oppression ended, because the Igbos, they actually accompanied Nigerian military cliques for war. When it escalated, they fought it, they slugged it out. No vanquish, no conqueror. Because actually, if Nigeria continued the war, Ojuku's father has money enough. Ojukwu has enough time to protract, extend the war. I don't understand. More than 1970. But it ended because of the fact that the United Nations stepped in, the British, Nnamdi Azikiwe, and the rest of Eastern African countries to abruptly end the war, so that nobody was conquered, nobody would have defeated. Let us all what? Move ahead. But at the end of the war in 1970, no reconciliation, no compensation. Nobody was compensated. Nobody was actually reintegrated into the political system of the country. That's the Igbos. They actually alienated us. The Fulani carry on with the Southwesterners. They are the people that are handling the leadership, political leadership of the country. And we have seen where it has ended us today. That's why we are not moving backward.
Okay, yesterday we saw houses being burnt down in Umaka, Okulora, and we know what is happening in Okigwe presently. And yesterday it was alleged that over 30 Biafran youth were captured or taken to Obinze Barrack, and this military, they came from Obinze Barrack, some say to cause mayhem in Obinze Barrack, and we've seen the war, maybe some call it second world civil war in Biafra and Nigeria still continue. And what is going on now? Do you not think this is
30 youths, Biafran youth, might be kidnapped by Nigerian Fulani soldiers or army? But one thing is for sure: when you are holding what belongs to a little child, if your hand begins to ache you, you bring your hand down. Those Biafran youths will be released very soon. Nigerian soldiers have been, over the years making mouth, increasing or voluming up all their, their bragging and, posting, strengths that they are the strongest, the military giant in Africa. Listen and listen good. Over the years, it is too more elucidated that Egyptian military strength supersedes Nigerian military capacity. South African military strength brings Nigerian military capacity to dwarfism. Then when you talk about Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and even Niger and Burkina Faso, Nigeria is a crawling dwarf. Nigeria can never in any way equate or supersede Burkina Faso and Nigerian military strength. No. These people, they have actually proven to Africans that they are what? More in superiority and capacity than Nigeria military. You know what I'm saying? Southern Africa has developed nuclear weapons. They have their nuclear program. How far has Nigeria gone to have or develop their nuclear program? They have not even started. So we are talking about Nigeria being a military giant in Africa. We are military dwarf in Africa. See, what is going on in Okigwe and Obinze? See, the youths abducted will later be returned home. ICC is watching. Buhari has been indicted. That's why he quickly died. After dying in 2017, they actually seen Abubakar trying to abscond from Nigeria. They called him and say, calm down, Oga. You are going to die very soon. Abubakar escaped. They died him. Today, they brought Uroko to Nigeria and buried him in a grave that is less than 2 feet shallow. Listen and listen good again. They have come it again during Tinubu. What is better for Tinubu now to do is to bring an innocent man who has been down in the jungle of incarceration for good, how many years now? 4 years. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and free him. Igbos are dying in their large numbers in the southeastern Nigeria, and someone must be taken to ICC, International Criminal Court, for trial of this kind of bloody criminalities in the southeastern Nigeria. Buhari and Tinubu, we don't miss our word again. Tinubu should allow peace to reign, or else, I'm telling you, it's going to happen like what actually took place from 1967 to 1970, bloody pogrom that actually defined Britain as one of the cruelest, most cruel, European countries. Because actually they abated, they assisted, and they helped Nigerian military clique led by Yakub Gowon in 1967 to 1973, 70 to annihilate, to kill the whole Igbo man. It failed. If you want to ask me, investigate through actually what happened at Abagana axis of Anambra State.
Abagana.
How the Biafran military, Biafran military actually decimated Nigerian, artillery. In their large numbers, all their military trucks were demolished up to the number 305 loaded trucks with ammunition. In 1970, 71, 72, if you would have the opportunity to come home through Abagana axis, you will see mountains upon mountains of expended ammunition at Oyagwa Bagana. If you climb expended ammunition, if you fall on top, from top to the ground, you are going to break your waists. That will show you the ammunitions wasted, the kind of ruin of Nigerian, munitions destroyed by Biafra, fighters.
But do you think that this this will be settled among the two forces, just to bring peace to the people of Umaka in Olu?
Okay, thank you so much. Settlement or no settlement, I don't see it coming. Nigeria is bent on destroying Igbo man. That's why Igbo man has woken up to have his senses beginning to make use